Hey, leo tumekuja kukutanisha jamaa fulani hapa amazing. Anaitwa Daddy Owen.
Yep.
Kwaje bro?
Ngopo sana. I'm excited. Event imeenda poa. You know it's watu wengi washaifanya events watakwambia si rahisi kuplan event alafu iende ishe poa how you expected. Hey, so bro, I thank God.
Kwanza nikukatishe. Umepiga event 3 back to back. Mpaka leo nilikuwa mimi mwenyewe, wacha tu nisiseme ni mafans. Mimi mwenyewe nilikuwa nauliza ama sponsors kwanza eti upate M-Pesa Foundation, upate sijui nani wote kuwaleta kwa event yako. How does that work?
For me, I think one, I thank God for the connection that I have because kitu imenisaidia sana kwa hii industry mimi ni more of the reputation that nakuanga nao na hizi makampuni because most of the companies wanakuambia hawapendi scandals, hawapendi mtu ana drama mingi, you understand? Because of course we know scandal is like part and parcel of unaelewa, but sometimes zinakuangana of course the positive side and the negative side. Because positive side of course utakuwa na more followers, of course utakuwa kwa midomo za watu kila saa everyone is talking about you, of course so many people will know you, of course you'll become more famous because of the scandals. But on the negative pia kuna zile kampuni hazijali about the scandals, but there are companies which are very sensitive about who they connect with ama deal with. So for me nasema ni connections because for example I've worked with the Safaricom for so many years. Tangu around 2019 around 2009 ndo nilianza za kwanza zile tangu za groove na nini, after 2010 tukafanya tour hivyo. Tangu around 2010 tumewaka na Safaricom vizuri sana.
So maybe unajua wase tumesema tuko event nini, wase wajui labda event ni gani, unaweza tuambia event ni gani?
The event is called Malaika Tribute Awards. Malaika Tribute Awards is an event nilianza 2012 na nilianza due to a song called Mbona ni ngoma tulifanya na Deno, and after we did the song tulifanya campaign into Mbona campaign, and after we did the Mbona campaign ilikuwa ni better tufanye kitu itakuwa na a long term goal than just a song. So I wanted to do something that is more than a song, more than an artist. So nikaanza kitu Malaika Tribute Awards. Malaika Tribute Awards is an award ceremony whereby we award persons living with disability. I'm a person with disabilities, the ones who've done great things despite their challenges. While I say awakai to home akisema just because I have a disability I'm a failure in life, ama I need sympathy, ama I need kusaidia na vitu kama hizo. So these are the people who I call them the unsung heroes who have done great things despite their disability. And apart from that, we award even people who are around them. Wenye kuna wenye as much as maybe they're not disabled in a way, they're caregivers who are around them. So like the theme for this year ilikuwa to award institutions more than individuals.
So we went to Eldoret a week ago, and man, the event was, I think, among the biggest events. Wacha ile tunasema eti kumekuwa na event msanii international amekuja. That was even ilikuwa imepita over 10,000 people happen to be at the event.
To count the numbers, what we did to print more than 8,000 posters, karibu 8,500 flyers za kupeana for each and every person who was alikuwa anakuja kwa event, na zilisha by saa 6.
I remember
by saa 6 because major, so inamaanisha tulikuwa na more than 10,000 people because saa 6 crowd ilikuwa zina na crowd ilikuwa 4 ilikuwa crowd big sana, so we had more than even 10,000 fans.
What does it take yani kuleta wasanii wote wenye wanakusupport? Did you pay them? Ama what happened?
For me, what I do is as much as I work with artists who come to support me, I must make sure I appreciate you as an artist, because I always say mimi ni msanii kama wewe. So at the end of the day, moraya usiende. Okay. At the end of the day, I must make sure that I appreciate you for the work that you do, because I can't tell you that wewe ni msanii alafu nashinda kumotivate yet mimi pia ni msanii na expect that nikienda event someone to appreciate what I do. So that's what I do. As much as I treat you well as an artist, because all of them nilisema lama ni wachukulie flight, wakuja wakaifiti, wachukuliwe, wapelekwe, watutupo, yani for them to feel like because they are very important people in the society. So for me, I always say any artist who I work with, I try as much as possible nimtreat poa kama msanii vile anafaa kutritiwa. Yeah.
We have these people who, you know, who have so many ideas, and they want to make them a reality by giving our Sani platform. And they normally feel like number one, kupata sponsor ni kazi, number two, kufanya nini. Will you mind if you can find a few people ama wenye watakuwa na watch video wakiona wakam to you to get the lessons on how you manage to pull all these sponsors together and give them a tip on how they should improve our entertainment industry?
Some kind of a workshop, basically.
Yeah. I think the most important thing, one of the basic information I always tell guys is, what is your brand? What is the ideas behind your brand? What is the ideology behind your brand? Because for me, as much as I am who I am, their brand siezi work nazo kwa events zangu. You understand? Na pia kuna brands zingine siezi ni pick kwa events. So lazima understand who should I go to and which brand relates to the fans that, because unanielewa, because kitu kingine mwambia msee, kuna at the end of the day tunaweza kuwa wasanii tofauti, but unapata crowd ina appeal to Sauti Sol, crowd yenye na appeal to na crowd yangu ni very different. You understand? As much as mimi na be in cinema based to in the same industry, but tuna appeal to very different and diverse crowds. And I always say every artist uko na space yako, mwambie wase msibishanie place moja. Keki ni kubwa, manze ni kubwa sana, na kila msanii pale uko na brand yako na uko na mafans wako na uko na wase wenye wana believe nikiwa na msee na feeling poa. So I always tell guys, number one, you must know that, and you need to know at the end of the day, if these are my fans, which is the corporate that relates to the fans that I appeal to. You understand? And then how are you approaching the corporate? Because upon palatwengu fail, because you need to approach the corporate with an idea of, I'm approaching because I'm going to give you this, because corporates mingi si charity. You understand? Even for them, they have to gain something out of your brand. So are you ready to make sure, are you willing to make sure that you must give out something for them to give you something in? So those are the few tips that wasanii wanafaa kujua.
And among the things I was expecting, or rather last time tukiwa Eldoret, I thought nita come across to was the one Deno. I didn't see him at your event. And today, I was expecting to see him. Yes. I didn't see him. Did you give him an invitation?
Yes. Today, the best thing, the most interesting part about this event, as you can see the logos here, there are so many different organizations. You know, Otuingo Jejua, there's M-Pesa Foundation, there's Safaricom Foundation, and there's Safaricom. You understand? Okay. The Safaricom Foundation is not here, their logo. It's not here. But there are three different entities. There's Safaricom, there's M-Pesa Foundation, and Safaricom Foundation. So the guys who are running the event was Safaricom Foundation and M-Pesa Foundation, the ones who are running the event today. So even booking the talents and everything, they're the ones who are booking the talents today. And I remember even the last time we had a conversation and I asked them to call Deno. So today I'll follow it up and understand maybe there was something, but Deno always comes. He was meant to be here. He is always with us when we're doing our own events.
What keeps you going with the
my launch? Remember
yeah, I saw him. He sang actually, even he sang. What keeps you going with Malaika Awards?
For me, it's just to see the testimonials on the lives that I transform each and every year, because these guys, after you awarded them like kama leo venye award, the next year I do follow-ups to see
they become more bigger.
You understand? And sometimes tumekupatia 100,000 today, but unapata when we come to your projects, we discover that maybe you need more even than 100,000. I go back to the corporates and tell them the 100 that we gave these guys, they need more. So kazi mo fanya. So I do follow up. It's not nimekuappreciate leo and then umeenda. They become like family. That's why unaona kama kina Sami Brayo. That's how I knew Sami Brayo. Did you euphoric? The same thing. They know same process. You understand? So all these things zinaanza kama awards, but eventually it's a lifestyle, and then you end up becoming a family in future. Yeah.
And of course kuna swali lenye tumekuwa tukiuliza siku ya leo. Najua umeona sana, usituruke. There is a fight going on online pale kati ya Diana B na Willy Paul. and it's been yani imekuwa ni kitu kubwa, so we were trying to get the views of the fellow celebrities. Juzi tu ya kwanza ilikuwa tofauti, ya pili imekuja ikakuwa tofauti. What's your take about what's happening now?
I think we've reached a point where we are playing around with big words. There are words that for me I feel like we need to know the repercussions and the depth to the words. As in, there are things which can finish someone's career, and there are words we can't play around with. And the cases that guys are talking about, those are serious cases. It's not a case to play around with. It's reached a point whereby you don't know what is real, what is not real. And for me, I've not sat down, because I know Willy Paul very well. I know Diana before she became who she is right now. I know Bahati from, like, all these guys. I've seen them becoming who they are right now. And one thing I know, Willy Paul is very talented. I know Bahati is very talented. And even Diana, she's a very hardworking woman. So I know all of them.
Why kwa nini hujaweka talented hapo umesema hardworking?
Talent ni hardworking. Ama ingiani?
Kuna difference.
Kwa nini?
Kuna difference. Mse kuna talent haitaji effort.
You can be very talented, but you're not. I know so many hip hop artists. I know so many hip hop artists who are very talented, but they're not hardworking. You understand? And I know others who you can't say at you are talented to that level, but they're very hardworking. Right. But what I know about Diana, she's very hardworking. So I think for me right now, I don't know. Are we talking about the songs? Are we talking about the case? What are we talking about?
About the case.
Yeah, for me, I just feel like
that she did again. Bahati or Willy Paul reply.
Okay, for me, I just feel like guys are playing around with like I said, with very big words. If I can take you back in history. You remember Bill Cosby, you remember R. Kelly. These are talented people that such cases zinafanya mtu hata career yake inaisha. So let's just be very careful of what we are talking about, because I know all of these guys, and I know they are very nice people. I feel so sad to see that we are fighting and we're talking about such things towards each other. I feel like it's painful by the even to watch. It's even painful to watch, because I know Pose is a very nice guy. I know Diana, she's a very nice chick. I know Bah is a very nice guy. You understand? So when I see all these things happening, I'm just sometimes I feel, why are we headed there?
Nikikuuliza, during your days, the 208, 209s, such things were very rare. Like hata zikuwa zina happen, na kama ziliwahi happen hazikuwa ikamkwa limelight. Why do you think that sahizi zina come out na zinakuja na allegations kama hizo kubwa kubwa? Why do you think, why now, why this generation, and why not your time?
I think,
is it peer pressure or what do you think?
No. I think the generation that we are living in right now, and I want every young artist to hear this very keenly, we live in a generation whereby we fight so much. So many people are fighting to become relevant, and they feed a monster. And this monster is called fame. This monster is called clout. The moment you start feeding this monster, the fame monster, this monster, each and every day, the appetite grows. So if today you feed the monster with followers, tomorrow the monster will demand views. If you feed the monster with views, tomorrow the monster will demand subscribers. If you understand? So each and every day, the appetite becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. And the worst thing about this monster does not care about you. This monster, one day, he will eat you alive. You understand? Because the worst thing is, the more you feed it, the more it becomes bigger, and the more you feed it, the more the appetite, the hungry it becomes. So guys need to be very careful, because this monster each and every day, because if you feel like each and every day people should be talking about you, trust you me, each and every day you'll feel like your appetite grows bigger and bigger. And the moment your appetite grows bigger and bigger, it means that is not even, you're not even in control. There's something that is in you that is controlling you. And that's the monster that is really controlling you. Be very careful of this fame thing, of this clout thing. Be very careful about it. It's good for people to talk about you, but kindly let it be moderate, let it be with value behind it.
To these cameras, your final advice to, Willy, Paul, Bahati, and Diana.
I don't think I have a title to address to tell them anything to that level. All I'm just saying is I believe they are very young, talented people who they have a great future in front of them. And I believe where they are right now, they've been walking this journey and they know how far they've gone with the music and the talent that they have. So at the end of the day, it's just for them to understand that in future, the nation, the talent and all this still needs them to do what they're doing. I just feel, this is just my own opinion, I just feel if there's any reconciliation that can happen between them, I pray for reconciliation among the three of them.
Thank you so
Thank you very much.
Congratulations about today.
Thank you.
Event today.
I hope sijaipa any question.
Haujahepa, uko sawa kabisa.
Mimi siogopangi question.